This is an introductory course in project management. The goal of this course is to give you a way to think about project management. It's not here to give you all the details and information and processes. It just is there to provide enough information to give you a structure to help you integrate what you learn in the future. Now, I've been running projects and programs for well over 2 decades all over the world. I've had small teams and large ones. And my personal recommendation for new project managers is to try and get a sense of perspective. Figure out what a project looks like first, and then dig into learning the details and the processes. Now, before we jump into project management, I have a few questions for you. Take a moment to consider each of these for yourself. You can find a ton of studies that say most projects fail, to the point where it has become a cliche. Often these articles cite a statistic of 70% failure rate for projects. Now, without debating the details of whether this statistic is accurate or not, it does seem clear that there are a lot of failed projects out there. As a new project manager, you don't want this fate. So what can you do to beat the odds? Well, one thing is managing risk. A cliche, with risk comes reward. But having risks doesn't automatically mean you get a reward. It just means there should be a better payoff if you're willing to take risks to get there. Another cliche, you have to play to win. Time and again, we see that sports teams, companies, and players who perform in competitive space outperform their competition. They do this game after game, year after year. Clearly, just participating doesn't get you to the winner spot. There are some teams, some companies that do better, and we want to understand what it is that they do. What are the consistent winners doing differently from the others? How do they do it, even if they don't have the best players, or the most money, or the best access? What strategies can we use, in a more general sense, whether for business or personal gain, to be more effective at reaching our goals? And how can we reduce the impact of surprises, of issues, and problems that are inevitable no matter what we're doing? How do we stay on track in spite of all of these challenges? The answer, if you hadn't already guessed it, is project management. And if you did guess it, well, then you're ahead of the game.